This time I want to help you rank your website. It's all about on-site SEO. This is lecture 3.6. Here we go. You know, so much of ranking your website seems difficult, almost to the point of impossible, but there are some things that are directly under your control. And those things are the things that happen on your website that help you rank well. And that is what we're going to talk about this time, how to rank your page. First of all, I have a little bit of a rant. You know, when I have a client and they want to rank a website, you've just built a brand new website for them, they expect to rank within just a week or two. I want to tell you something. It takes months for a new website to rank well. If somebody tells you they can rank you immediately, you need to get somebody else. Also, nobody actually knows what the Google algorithm consists of. If somebody says, listen, you work with me, I promise you, you'll rank #1 in Google. They can't. They can't promise that because even the engineers at Google don't know exactly what is involved in the Google algorithm. Now, there are no shortcuts to ranking your website. It takes time, it takes effort, and I'll tell you something else. Most of the time, it's also going to take some money. Now, you'll have to watch some of the other videos in this section in order to get a complete idea of what it's going to take to rank your website. For example, the video on the home page. There's also a video about your landing page, the mobile video, and the About Us video. Those are all concerning on-site SEO. And in fact, on-site SEO could be a course unto itself. But this should give you 20 or 30 minutes worth of information just to get you started. Now, for this video, we did a little experiment. Let me show you something. Here's the basic setup for our experiment. I went to Google and typed in a very competitive keyword, cabin rentals in Gatlinburg. Gatlinburg sits at the base of the Smoky Mountains, and they get 9.5 million tourists a year. So we know this is going to be competitive. We'll go past the ads. We're interested in organic returns. And here, of course, is the top organic return. I also went to Bing, and I repeated the same experiment with the exact same words and visited the top returns. Here's the result. If you go to the #1 Bing return, what you will find is they have exactly 500 words in their text. If we go back to Google and look at the #1 return, we'll find out it is even more, 808 words in this particular website's description. Also, by the way, you'll notice it doesn't really have anything to do with cabin rentals. It's all about different things that you can do in the city of Gatlinburg itself. The same thing on the third result. Notice it's not Gatlinburg cabin rentals, but it's an awful lot of text talking about the local area. Their word count, 793 words. So it does seem there is something to the theory you need to have at least 500 words on your local landing page in order to rank well. One of the other things we need to mention right here is page speed. It's terribly important. And the thing about page speed is it's actually a balance. It's a balance between graphics and really cool JavaScripts on one side and load times on the other side. It's a very important consideration for SEO. Let me show you why. This website is called developers.google.com, and the particular page is called Page Speed Insights. And all we're going to do, of course, is enter the website address we want analyzed, click the Analyze button, and we're going to look at this particular website. Now, this is a client of mine who is in the process of rebuilding his website, so you and I are seeing this really for the first time. It says here that he's got a user experience of 76 out of 100. Google shows that as caution. However, I would say that really isn't too bad, and the SiteLiner information is going to confirm that for us. But what it is going to show us, it's kind of nice, is some of the things that we can fix and how to fix these items. And as we can see, he really doesn't have a very bad mobile usage experience. 62 out of 100, there's probably room for improvement here. He really needs to pop this one up another 8 or 10 points. However, Google once again is going to show him what he can fix and how to optimize his images. Hopefully he's going to do that here in the next day or so. Now the question comes up, why is this important? Well, if we look at Moz blogs, we see that they have done quite a bit of research and experimentation, and Moz believes that as far as SEO counts, it doesn't. Google says it is a ranking factor. However, Moz believes that that factor is so low that it probably does not have a major influence on your rank position. However, I'll tell you something that's far more important than what Google thinks, and that is how loading time affects the number of customers you have. Let me show you this graph. This is kind of a big deal. In 4 seconds, about 1/4 of your people are going to leave. So really, I always make sure that my websites stay under 2 seconds, down in this area somewhere. If you see your website on Google getting over 2 seconds on Page Insights, you really need to step back and figure out what to do in order to get your page to load a little bit better. Once again, that is on KISS metrics, and you ought to go ahead and go through both KISS metrics and through Moz if you have a few minutes and read what they have to say on these two subjects. While there are many sites that check off-site SEO, backlink profile and such, there really are not that many that check on-site SEO. This is one of my favorite. It's called SiteLiner, and I'm going to test my own site here in order to not embarrass any of my clients. And I discovered something I didn't know. I have a broken link on my site. However, let's go through this. What happened? I went to SiteLiner.com, entered the name of my website, and it has found 30 errors and 1 broken link. Duplicate content. That is text that appears on more than one page inside my website. 4% is not too bad. Common content. Common content is things like the footer, perhaps the navigation bar. These are items that, while not necessarily duplicate text, in fact do show up on pretty much every page on the site. Unique content is exactly what it sounds like. That is the actual page content. Now, this is the important part. This is where we are going to compare, in this case, my site with other sites. Average page size, 30 KB. Other sites is 40. Lower, in this case, is a good thing, and the reason why it's important is this next number, average load time. Mine is 262 milliseconds, so 2.5 seconds. Most websites can get as high as 5 3/4 seconds. So that's not bad at all. It puts me in the 21st percentile, and in this case, lower is better. Words per page, higher is better. The average number of words per page on my site is 701. Most sites, 596. We covered this, and it's important, in a video on text. Text to HTML ratio. What this is the amount of text in the HTML code compared to the code itself. In other words, a navigation bar or a script, all of those things have HTML in them. And so for my particular site, it's 11%, other sites 8%, and I know that. It's a little on the high side. This is one of the very few areas where I'm slightly higher, but I also know that I have a rather advanced page. Remember duplicate content and common content. We covered those just a second ago. Internal links per page. What that is how many pages on my site have links to other pages inside the site. My average page has 29 links, and the median for other sites is 24. That's a good thing. Now, the reason why we're interested in this, by the way, Google counts internal links. They count external links too, but if you have some running text in your website and it happens to mention hotel rooms, go ahead and put that as a link to your hotel rooms page. It will count towards your overall page ranking. External links for page, for mine is 2. All other sites is 5. I'm not terribly worried about that. What that is links coming from my site to other websites. And in fact, I do have a few. It's just the average happens to be 0. Total links per page, 29. Since external 0, that simply is how many internal links. Inbound links per page also happens to be 29. The median for other sites is 20, so that's a good thing. It's not really good. 66 percentile is where I rank. Higher is better, by the way. But that's going to give you a real quick overview of SiteLiner, siteliner.com. I recommend you check it out. Remember, a moment ago, we discovered we had a broken link using our SiteLiner software. So now we need to go find this link. I want to make sure that we can fix it. What we'll do is go to brokenlinkcheck.com. All one word, www.brokenlinkcheck.com. We're going to enter the name of our website and tell it go find broken links. Not a problem at all. And the broken link is down here in this particular field. It is under our tips section, SEO tips. The name of the link itself is called Shown. By clicking the blue URL link, it will take us to the page in question, and sure enough, there's the link that we're after, and we will go ahead and open our site building software and fix that link right away. By the way, this is important to the quality of your website in Google's eyes. It's an SEO issue. Not only that, of course, it's going to frustrate visitors to the website when they click on broken links. So we really do want to take care of this afternoon. That's going to do it for this section, but remember what I said right up front. This is going to take time, and the on-site SEO information is also scattered in a number of other videos throughout Section 3. Coming up next time, it's Local SEO, Video 3.7. I'll see you soon.